Emmerdale spoilers. Caleb Milligan faces life-threatening danger in explosive episode. Emmerdale fans, buckle up because the drama is about to hit an all-time high. Thursday's March 27 episode is set to deliver an edge-of-your-seat storyline as Caleb Milligan finds himself trapped in a web of deception, betrayal, and terrifying danger. If you thought things couldn't get worse for Caleb, think again, because the ruthless Joe Tate and his shady medical accomplice, Dr. Crowley, are about to take things to a whole new level. A sinister plan in motion. The stakes have never been higher. Wednesday's March 26 episode left us all in shock as Joe Tate faced an impossible task. He had just 24 hours to get Caleb to a private hospital. And let's be real, Caleb isn't exactly signing up for this trip voluntarily. Joe's original plan, which relied on his accomplice Gina, has completely fallen apart. But rather than back down, he turns to an even more ruthless ally, Sean. Sean is a name Emmerdale fans won't soon forget. Unlike Gina, he doesn't hesitate, he doesn't second-guess, and he certainly doesn't have a conscience. When Joe gives him an order, he follows through, no questions asked. And his next mission? Make sure Caleb gets to that hospital one way or another. A brutal confrontation. The tension skyrockets when Sean tracks Caleb down outside his depot. This isn't a friendly chat. This is a calculated, cold-hearted move. Emmerdale's newly released pictures give us a glimpse into this fateful encounter, and trust us, it's every bit as intense as it sounds. Unlike previous attempts to manipulate or coax Caleb into cooperating, Sean's methods are far from subtle. He's here to finish the job, and he's willing to use any means necessary. And when push comes to shove, literally, things spiral out of control fast. A shocking act of violence. Over the weekend, we got a glimpse of just how far this twisted plot would go. In a desperate and brutal twist, Sean doesn't just threaten Caleb, he stabs him. That's right, a full-on, life-threatening attack that leaves Caleb critically wounded. With Caleb bleeding out and fighting for his life, the plan takes a dark and terrifying turn. Joe, who's orchestrating this entire nightmare, wastes no time. Instead of calling for help, he seizes the moment, loading Caleb into a car and driving him straight to the private hospital. But here's where things get even more nerve-wracking. Dr. Crowley, the man expected to carry out the illegal kidney transplant, is now facing a medical emergency he never planned for. Caleb isn't just a patient, he's a victim of a vicious crime, and his life hangs in the balance. Dr. Crowley's impossible dilemma. As Caleb's condition deteriorates, Dr. Crowley is backed into a corner. His original role was to perform a secret surgery, but now he's dealing with a potentially fatal injury. Does he prioritize saving Caleb's life, or does he go through with the plan, harvesting the kidney as planned, regardless of the consequences? And what about Joe? While it's clear he's in deep with this twisted scheme, actor Ned Porteous, who portrays Joe Tate, has hinted that his character isn't completely void of emotion. I don't think Joe is a complete psychopath without empathy, Porteous shared. I think he would care if something bad were to happen, but at the same time, he values his own survival above all else. If it comes down to choosing between himself and Caleb, he's made his decision. That statement alone is chilling, but it also reveals the brutal reality of Joe's mindset. He's willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means accepting the worst-case scenario. What's next for Caleb? With Caleb critically injured and at the mercy of Joe and Dr. Crowley, the question remains, will he survive? Will someone come to his rescue before it's too late? Or will this shocking betrayal lead to one of the most heartbreaking losses Emmerdale has seen in years? One thing's for sure, fans won't want to miss a second of this high-stakes drama. The tension, the suspense, the life-or-death stakes. This is Emmerdale at its absolute best. Tune in to Emmerdale on Thursday, March 27, on ITV1 and ITVX to witness this explosive episode unfold. And be prepared because this is one storyline that's about to shake the village to its core.